Well, hello civilians. Welcome back to our channel. And today we will be talking about the 4 reasons why you should never have a plan B. So, let's begin. You should always have a plan B. Now, this is a major advice that is quite popular among the masses. And as you know that sometimes the M is silent. This approach requires you to have a plan B ready in case your plan A fails. This approach looks quite promising if you somehow fail in your pursuit of success, as you already know the drill about what to do and what not to do. My thinking was the same. In fact, I not only believed in a plan B, I also believed in a worst case scenario. But one fine day, my thinking completely changed, and now, as a person, I believe in not having a plan B in a journey towards success. So, what caused this massive change in my thought process and approach? The answer to this question is one man, and his name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's story time, folks. I remember when I was 17, I suddenly became fond of bodybuilding, and I came across this man named Arnold. It's actually hard not to come across this man as he has many feathers on his cap. He's a bodybuilder, he's an actor, he's a politician, he's a philanthropist, he's a businessman, and a good human being overall. I was heavily inspired by him, wanted to be like him, have muscles like him. Although I didn't copy each and everything he does, in order to know more about him, I did what everybody does to get help. I consulted with Uncle Google and Aunt YouTube, and within minutes I had more information about him that even he didn't knew about himself. I did so much research about him that I could spell his last name. Isn't that crazy? Then I came across his quote, which was as follows: I never had a plan B. As usual, I quickly thought that what a stupid person he is to not have a plan B prepared in advance if things go south. But at the same time, I felt restless as his quote was stuck in my head for approximately 6 months. I was confused as I couldn't understand the thought process as to why he never had a plan B and how the hell was he so successful if he never had a plan B ever. It took me months and months of thinking, evaluating, analyzing, processing, and understanding the deep and hidden meaning in this quote. Some days I couldn't sleep in the night as I was thinking about it. But one fine day, bingo! I finally understood this quote with the help of some personal experience and a lot of thinking. Now I would like to ask you a question. Who is more successful among the two? Is it the masses that have a plan B, or is it Arnold who never actually had a plan B? The answer is simple and straightforward. Now we will dive directly into why having a plan B is actually the thing that stops you from being successful. The number one reason is that it takes your focus away. Having a plan B makes a dent in your thought process and takes your focus away from fully focusing on your plan A. As soon as you think that I need to have a plan B in case plan A fails, there's a precedent in your mind where you are somehow convinced that there is a possibility that your plan could fail. In your life, you get those things where your focus is. For someone who's involved in healthy eating, working out 3 to 5 times per week, and maintaining a strict sleeping schedule day in and day out shows where they focus. They basically focus on a healthy lifestyle. For someone who's involved in drugs, gambling, and rash driving shows where they focus. They basically focus to live life to the fullest without thinking twice about the serious consequences. As soon as you have a plan B, it takes away some of your attention. If you compare two people, who do you think will win? The one who's willing to bet everything on the line, or the one who does a half-ass job? Don't know about you guys, but my money is on the one who has laser sharp focus and believes 100% in his vision. Imagine if you're a sniper in an enemy's territory, a surgeon performing an open heart bypass surgery, or a NASA scientist responsible for launching rockets into the space. My question is, what will happen if you are in any of these situations and you don't have 100 focus on your vision? Even the slightest mistake can cost you your life in the first scenario, the patient's life in the second scenario, and in the third one there could be a loss of millions or even billions of dollars. When you formulate a strategy for plan B, it shows that you have taken the time, effort, and the money to create it. The same resources could have been used to advance further in your journey with plan A, but the precious and scarce resources have now been further depleted because you have somehow accepted that you can fail. In today's world of the internet and social media, brands are constantly fighting for your attention, and as a result, our attention span and the ability to focus has gone down drastically. People nowadays don't stick to anything and change their plans just when they are about to experience some success. Just look how many people drop their new year resolutions and stop going to the gym by February. Their resolutions don't even last 31 days. Be that guy who sticks with his vision until next January and keeps going. To know further about sticking to one thing with full focus, please read the book named The One Thing by Gary Keller. I highly recommend this book. One of the quotes that I like from this book is as follows: be like a postage stamp. Stick to one thing until you get there. Hence, believe 100% in your vision. Stick to it for as long as possible. Have laser sharp focus and don't waste your precious and scarce resources in formulating a plan B. Now, the second reason is, what if it does happen? What if you actually achieve your plan A? My question to you is that if achieving plan A actually has the ability to drastically and dramatically change your life, then why not risk everything to achieve it ASAP? Prioritize your goal before anything else. Want to go out with your friends and party? Hit the gym first and then go out. Want to take a vacation? Then clear all the pending work and then take a vacation. Prioritize the goal before minor and unimportant stuff. One of the reasons why average people remain average is because they are busy all their lives doing work that is simply unimportant and thus adds little to no value in their lives. Let's say that you want to become a billionaire in order to have everything that you could ever imagine: the luxury mansion, luxury cars, traveling the world, having a healthy body, eating nutritious food, dating someone who's super hot, not having to worry about paying the bills, and so much more. If you have thought to become financially free in order to do whatever you want, then you might also have formulated a plan in order to achieve it. What would happen if you did actually make it a reality? Your life would be changed upside down. Now you are a billionaire with assets that make money even while you sleep. A majority of people think that what if they fail in their pursuit of success? But you need to step out from the mentality of the masses and think about what if it does happen. How will your life be affected if your goals actually turn into reality? What type of a house would you live in? What type of a car would you drive? What type of vacations would you go on? Who would sleep next to you? Just think about it. Now the third reason is that it doesn't work. So you think having a plan B will work in your favor. Then think again. Nobody can predict the future and you don't even know what is going to happen tomorrow. Let me explain this point with the help of an example. Me and my friend started a business in March 2019. We needed a website and an app for the business. Since we all lacked coding skills in order to develop the website and app, we hired a professional to do it for us. We had a plan to launch the app in July or August in 2019. But since we made some changes while the app was still in development, it pushed the deadline to late September or mid-October. Since we wanted to double check and cross verify that our app is made as desired, it took more time than expected. Then it was March 2020 and our app was still not launched. It was going through some final revisions. We never expected that it will take 1 year just to develop an app. Even after the long and grueling process, we were finally ready to launch it. But 2020 had some other plans, as 2020 was going to be the worst year. In March 2020, the government announced a lockdown and our plans were completely shattered. I won't get into the details, but our business model could only work if there were little to no restrictions. Generally speaking, we were not the only ones who were affected by this pandemic lockdown scenario. Each and every startup was affected by this phenomena. Many small business owners filed for bankruptcy after a couple of months, as the impact of the pandemic on small businesses was the worst. Even big MNCs who were once profitable were facing a lot of problems, as even they didn't know how to react to it. Nobody was prepared for such a situation where humans would be working from home. If you could take anything from this pandemic lockdown story, take the unpredictability aspect with you. Let's say that you start your journey now with a plan A while also having a plan B. 15 months into your journey and you fail in your plan A after giving everything you could possibly give it. 15 months from now, you will be in a completely different position. 15 months from now, you will be a completely different person. 15 months from now, you will view the world in a completely different way. How can you exactly guarantee that your plan B will work flawlessly 15 months from now? You just can't. Plan B is often prepared for various situations, but it fails because by the time you actually need plan B, it may no longer serve your purpose and you might have to drop it and start all over again. The world in which we are living changes with each and every passing day. If you were living in 1950s, the world around you would have been changed very slowly, but not today. Now each month there's a new smartphone launch. Each month we have to update our devices or they will become obsolete. The reason why I'm telling you this is to inform you that by the time you would actually need a plan B, it would become somewhat useless. Hence, why waste even a second to formulate a plan B? Instead, focus all your resources towards plan A, which actually has the potential to change your life completely. Now, the fourth reason is, it could also fail. Now, if you're making a plan B because you think that your plan A might fail, then there's a high possibility that your plan B will also fail. If a plan made by you can fail, then how the hell another plan made by you will work? People are naive and stupid to believe that their plan B will work. But plan B is just like plan A and has an equal chance of failing. If you actually want to succeed, then start working really hard on plan A and focus all your efforts on it. Don't even think about plan B. Your chances of success are higher when you give your all on one thing. Now, if you're still with us up to this point, we would like to give you a bonus, and that is to have a plan B. Now, you might be angry and confused, but let me explain. One of the ways that you can approach life is to divide into two parts. The first part is where you focus on the things you control, and the second part is where you focus on the things you can't control. For everything you can control, like at what time you wake up, eating healthy food, working out, maintaining a strict schedule, what career you choose, where you live, etc., have a plan A and get rid of plan B. For everything you can't control, like earthquakes, tsunamis, wildfires, your death, meeting with an accident, the government, the next recession, please have a plan B. When you control at what time you will be waking up, then why have a plan B for it? In order to achieve it, just sleep on time, set an alarm, maintain regularity, and avoid caffeine or alcohol before sleep. This is a much better way of living life because it demands accountability and commitment from you. An added bonus is that you accurately know the reason in case you fail. Having a plan B is like, oh, I will simply drive faster and rush to my office when I wake up late. And this is a recipe for disaster. Now, concluding things up, focus all your energy on formulating a solid plan A. Take your own sweet time to think about a goal that is meaningful and purposeful to you. Make sure that the goal is worth fighting, and if it happens, then your life will change drastically and dramatically. Don't think about plan B as it usually doesn't work most of the time. But at the same time, create a plan B for all the things that you can't control, as this is actual wisdom. If you have watched up to this point, then thanks a lot. And please comment down below about your opinions. Do you agree with us or do you disagree with us? Well, that was it for today's Civilians. If you really liked our content, then please like, comment, share and subscribe, because your likes motivate us to make more content just for you. And do follow us on our Instagram, because our community of like-minded people is growing bigger day by day. So, thanks for being with us until the end, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you.